Okay, kids, and now we have history file. Open your students' books on page 87. 24 hours in the life of a Roman child. Let's listen to this text.
History file. 24 hours in the life of a Roman child.
The day started with breakfast. For rich Romans, there was bread, fish, meat, fruit and honey. Slaves prepared and served the food. For poor Romans, breakfast was different. They had bread with water. Then it was time to go to school. School started very early, before sunrise, and it finished late. Schools were very small. There was usually one tutor and a small group of children. At school, children studied reading, writing, and maths. They used small stones to do maths problems. They practiced writing on wax tablets. They scratched the words onto the wax with a pointed stick. Most children finished school when they were 10 or 11, but some children continued to a grammar school. Here they studied Latin, Greek, grammar, and literature. They also practiced public speaking. Some children studied at home. Their teachers were the family's slaves. The slaves were often very clever and well educated, and they were good teachers. After school, the children played with toys at home. The boys often played war games and practiced fighting. Some Roman toys are very similar to modern toys. Roman children played with dolls, hoops, kites, and stilts.
Okay, let's read and translate. The day started with breakfast. For rich Romans, there was bread, fish, meat, fruit and honey. День начинался с завтрака. Для богатых римлян был хлеб, рыба, мясо, фрукты и мед. Slaves prepared and served the food. Рабы готовили и подавали еду. For poor Romans, breakfast was different. They had bread with water. Для бедных римлян завтрак был другой. Они ели хлеб с водой. Then it was time to go to school. School started very early, before sunrise, and it finished late. Schools were very small. There was only one tutor and a small group of children. At school, children studied reading, writing, and math. They used small stones to do math problems. They practiced writing on wax tablets. They scratched the words onto the wax with a pointed stick. Затем было время идти в школу. Школа начиналась очень рано, до восхода солнца, и заканчивалась очень поздно. Школы были очень маленькими. Там был обычно один учитель и маленькая группа детей. В школе дети изучали чтение, письмо и математику. Они использовали маленькие камушки, чтобы решать задачи. Они практиковали письмо на восковых табличках. Они царапали слова на воске заостренной палочкой. Most children finished school when they were 10 or 11, but some children continued to a grammar school. Here they studied Latin, Greek, grammar, and literature. They also practiced public speaking. Some children studied at home. Their teachers were the family slaves. The slaves were often very clever and well educated, and they were good teachers. Большинство детей заканчивали школу, когда им было 10 или 11, как вам сейчас. Но некоторые дети продолжали обучение в грамматической школе. Они учили латинский, греческий, грамматику и литературу. Они также практиковали ораторство. Некоторые дети учились дома. Учителя были рабы семьи. Рабы часто были очень умными, хорошо образованными, и они были хорошими учителями. After school, the children played with toys at home. The boys often played war games and practiced fighting. Some Roman toys are very similar to modern toys. Roman children play with dolls, hoops, kites, and stilts. После школы дети играли со своими игрушками дома. Мальчики часто играли в игры, военные игры и практиковали борьбу, сражения. Некоторые некоторые игрушки римских детей очень похожи на наши современные игрушки. Римские дети играли куклами, кругами, воздушными змеями и ходулями. We can see it in this picture. Мы видим это на этой картиночке. Now, please, read the text quickly. What do you think it is about? Roman food, Roman daily life, education in Rome today. О чем этот текст? Of course, Roman daily life. Now, please, exercise 2. It will be your task. Read the text again and answer the questions. What did rich people have for breakfast? Who prepared the food? Were schools big or small? What did children study at school? Who taught children at home? What did children play with at home? And your task also will be do some research into daily life of a child from ancient Egypt. Find the answers to these questions. Вам нужно будет дома найти информацию о детях в Древнем Египте and to write down about them. When did they get up? When did they go to bed? What did they eat? What did they do? Your home task, the next lesson will be Students Book, page 86, 87. Our lesson is over. Goodbye. See you soon.